dog. I'ma dive on the floor, go try to block every shot, and I'ma be physical with you the whole game. You know Stu gonna be physical with you. When you think of the Pistons, you think of just hard work and just gritty basketball. That's just the identity you gotta have when you put on that jersey.
I'm not your average breed of canine. Not a good dog, I'm bad boy for life. I set the tone, don't care about no tick. Let it be known, I get my respect. Come in the lane and see I don't bluff. If you retaliate, that's on ya. Talking pundits, I hear you're ashamed. Talking that shop, you must want this way. Put the dog palm, mess around, find out, Put the dog palm, mess around, find out, For some barbecue sauce, boy, you better crop a hill, cause I'm like that. When you're ready for some barbecue sauce, boy, you better crop a hill, cause I'm like that. The dog palm, mess around, find out.
What up, though? Welcome back to another episode of the Downtown Dude Show. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. Happy Friday Eve on this hot Thursday in Michigan. For those who don't know, today is the 324th birthday of the city of Detroit. So happy birthday to our city. Shout out to Detroit. Man, this means a lot to me personally. I haven't lived in Detroit my whole life, but I was born and raised a big portion of my life in the city of Detroit. So this means a lot to me, man. Just everything. You think about how the city has really grown and is really beginning to prosper now, man. You think about just downtown Detroit 20 years ago. Downtown Detroit used to be a place where you drive through. And now it's a place you drive to. It's a destination, man. So just want to shout the city out, man. We are on the upward trend. We know things are cyclical. We're starting to get back to the mid 1900s when we were really prospering in the city. Now it's starting to come back. It's all cyclical, so it's good to have everybody back here with us tonight. I see y'all in the chat. Marvin, what's going on? Kenyatta, what's up? Ryan, what's going on? Mike, what's good? Yes, man. Love Detroit. Love the city. So listen, y'all. We got a fun show tonight, man. This is the first official Pistons kickback, fans, with your boy Downtown Deuce. So tonight we're going to have a few guests pop up on the show and talk about whatever it is that is on their minds, whatever's on your minds regarding the Pistons. So you guys throw any comments in the chat, super chat, caps, repost it, whatever you want to do. But like I said, man, shout out to you guys for being here. We are going to have a good time. So we're going to start with our first guest here. We got a few guests. We're going to start with my guy, Will. Will asked to come on, so I had to bring him on. Will, what's going on, bro? How you feeling?
What's good, Deuce? How you feeling?
Hey, man. How you feeling? It's good to have you here, man.
Man, about time, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you've been showing mad love, man. So it's good to finally get you on the show. So just kind of tell us about your Pistons experience. Like, where did your journey with the Pistons start? Like, how long you been a Pistons fan?
Man, that's a good question. Actually, so born in 92, I would say 96.
Okay. Grant Hill days?
Mm-hmm.
Teal days?
Yeah, Tilt days. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Okay.
My first Piston memory, Grant Long was signing autographs. I think it was at was it at Fairlane? I think it's at Fairlane. And that was my first experience with Grant Long. If y'all remember, that's a throwback for sure. If you know,
that's throwback for sure.
So I got my first autograph signature from him.
Hey.
Since, I mean, look, born and raised in Michigan, you gonna hear about the Big Four: Pistons, Red Wings,
of course,
and Lions. You know?
Yeah, for sure. So let me ask you this:
what's that?
What are your expectations for the Pistons next year? Do you think the Pistons, as of right now, do you think at this point, a year ago to now, do you think the Pistons are better than they were last year? You think they're worse than they were last year? You think they're the same? How do you kind of see them going into the next season?
I mean, what more can you ask for in the first year? I mean, blew our expectations out the water.
Facts.
Nobody in the league was expecting us to do anything this year.
Yeah.
not along in the first year and making noise in the playoffs at that because we gave New York a run for their money.
Facts. Yeah, man. An executive just said recently that had Jaden Ivey been healthy, it would have been a totally different series. So,
a couple missing pieces that who knows?
Yeah.
But, I mean, of course, now it's kind of the okay. Now we made some noise. What we gonna do to build upon it? So, I mean, honestly, the way the East is looking like, it's open.
For sure.
It's open for sure. I mean, in my opinion, I don't see nothing less than a 3 spot.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, after New York, I don't see too many teams out there that's really messing with us.
I mean, if you think about everybody that was ahead of us, Cleveland.
Yeah. Indiana. Cleveland. Yeah, that's another one. Cleveland. They're probably top 3.
Yeah.
They're probably top 3.
It's hard to say. I mean, even after, like I said, this year, like I said, Halliburton going down.
Yep.
Miles Turner leaving.
Yep. And you got JT with the Achilles. Dame is back in Portland. So, yeah.
Like I said, a lot of opportunity for the Pistons to make. Like I said, it's not saying it's an easy path, of course, but as long as we don't get in our own way, it's nothing stopping us. Honestly.
Yeah, man. You got anything for me? Any questions for me? Every guest gets a question.
All right, then. So, I mean, I know, like, I'm a big fan of the show. Of course,
appreciate you.
Most, I have to edify you, bro. I appreciate your commitment to the city and commitment to the Pistons. Like I said, it's only the start for you, bro. So I
appreciate that.
But I mean, honestly, I've been watching the show, right? And I don't know, bro. I feel like you've been ducking this question for a minute. It's been on my mind, but I know people been trying to figure out, like, all right, let's really test Deuce knowledge and see how
shoot
he is. So
shoot.
I know. I'm gonna have to do it.
Okay.
And so
what you got for me?
Can you name the last 50 years of NBA champions in a row?
Wait. Last 50 years?
Last 50
of NBA champions.
50 beasts.
Bro, I'm only 38, bro. I ain't been around that long, bro. Like 50? That's like what, 70, 75? Nah. I probably can't go back. I could probably do 40, maybe. I could probably do the last 40. Maybe the last. I see even then. I could probably do the last 40. Maybe. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot.
40.
I mean, you coming out the gate swinging, bro, with the question. Sheesh. Okay. All right.
I had to do it for the chat because I feel like you was kind of ducking it. But
that's been a question for a while now. Like I've been getting that question a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, this is fan night. So I'm gonna go ahead and edify everybody else. So we going back to what, 85?
85. Yes, sir. Believe it or not.
Okay. All right, chat. You already know. Pull up the history books. Pull up the listing. Okay. I'll start with 85. I'm gonna try. Hands. I'm not cheating nobody. My hands is right here. Man, that's tough, bro. Okay. All right. 85. Lakers. I think Lakers.
Now you gonna have me pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up real quick. I think the Lakers won in 85. Yeah, y'all pull it up and let me know in the chat. Did the Lakers? And I'm gonna just go through my order. 85 was that the Celtics? Marvin said the Celtics. That was the Celtics? I thought that was the Lakers. I could be wrong. Okay. So I'm starting off the bat 0 for 1. That ain't it's not a good look. But all right, okay, so that's okay. So Celtics 86. See, I thought the Celtics won in 86.
Actually,
is the Lakers 85?
It is 85.
Okay, yeah. Marvin trying to throw me off, bro. See, yeah, come on, man. All right, so yeah, 85 Lakers, 86 Celtics. I remember that's when they're regarded as the best teams ever. 87 Lakers, 88 Lakers. They went back to back.
You better know these next two, bro.
Come on, man. Back to back. You know how we do it. 89, 90 bad boys. 89 Pistons, 90 Pistons, 91 Bulls, 92 Bulls, 93 Bulls. I'm not cheating. 94 Rockets, 95 Rockets, 96 Bulls. I'm gonna take these off just so y'all don't think I'm cheating. 96 Bulls, 97 Bulls, 98 Bulls, 99 Spurs, 2000 Lakers, 2001 Lakers, 2002 Lakers, 2003 Spurs, 04, come on, Pistons, 05 Spurs, 06 Heat, 07 Spurs, 08 Celtics, 09 Lakers, 2010 Lakers, 2011 Mavs, 2012 Heat, 2013 Heat, 2014 Spurs. If I'm wrong on these, let me know. 2014 Spurs, 2015 Dubs, 2016 Cavs, 2017 Dubs, 2018 Dubs, 2019 Raptors, 2020 Lakers, 2021 Bucks, 2022 Dubs, 2023 Nuggets, 2024 Celtics, and then 2025 Thunder. How many I get wrong?
You got it, bro.
Let's go, man. I told y'all, man. I'm a historian with this. I tried to tell y'all, man. Okay, dope. So, yeah, I'm on it, man. I can't go back 50 years, though. I can't go back past 85. That's probably the furthest I can go back. I know the Sixers won in the early 80s, and it was Lakers, Celtics. So, all right, I'll take it. 40-40 ain't bad, bro. 40-40 ain't bad. All right. So that's your only question, bro. I'm already about to have an aneurysm, bro. Just trying to think of all these different champions. All right. Yeah. But listen, bro, I appreciate you, man. Man, you set the bar. You set the bar with that one, bro. Sheesh.
Got it, look.
Man. Sheesh. All right. Well, listen, bro. I appreciate you coming home, man. Anything else you got for me before we get out of here? Before I get you out of here?
Hey, like I said, just shout out to everybody, watching the show. Just participating in the chat and everything. Everything counts. Likes, shares. And just having a good time. About what we love, which is Detroit sports. Mainly the Pistons for this channel, but
right.
Hey, who knows what the future holds? Might be a couple, the Lions downtown dudes. Who knows?
Hopefully, man. Prayers up. It's coming. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to make it happen, man. With the Pistons, Lions, Tigers, Wings, all of them, man. You know how I am, bro. I love my Detroit teams. So appreciate you, my dog. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely tap in with you offline, man, for sure. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. God, he came out the gate, man. Sheesh. Let's get our next guest going up here. Sarah. We have Sarah. What's going on, Sarah? How you feeling?
Good. How are you?
Hey, man. I'm kind of low on energy after the last fan question we got, man. Sheesh.
That was impressive.
Man, I gotta tough. Y'all keep me on my toes, man. How you feeling?
I'm great. I'm feeling good. How are you?
Good. I'm great, man. It's finally get a chance to meet you. We've been talking, DMing back and forth and things like that. And your Pistons basketball, so I had to bring you on as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got a question for you. Same thing I asked our last guest. How long you been a Pistons fan?
Well, I'll say since the 04 season. I didn't actually get to celebrate the championship though, because I remember walking into the room and asking my stepdad, like, what happened? Because he was cheering and he goes, oh, we won. And I was like, oh, cool. They won. But then after that year, I watched every game. I lived in Chicago, so I had to get the league pass. I asked for that for Christmas, so I could every single game.
For sure.
So that's when I started, and I immediately dove right in. I have younger siblings. I made them like picture books of who the players are, what they do, so they can walk with me. So I would say since about 04. Okay, cool. So you came in at a good time. Mm-hmm. At a great time. You really got spoiled, like coming in as a Pistons fan. We haven't really been back there since. Yeah. So we trying to get. I think this new iteration of the team is gonna take us back to the promised land for sure. I think so too. I think that we're under great leadership with Trajan, and I think the staff is great. Our guys are developed enough, but still have room to grow. So
yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked Will. Do you think the Pistons right now, where we stand in the offseason, are better than we were last year around this time when we added our vets? Do you think we're about the same? Do you think we're worse? Where do you kind of think we are right now?
I think I'd say we're slightly better. I think that I love LeVert, and I think that there's some people that are like, why would we bring him in? But if they don't know his game, then they don't understand. But I think he's a great guy. I think he was great on the Cavs, and I don't think he fit in well in Atlanta. And I think that the Pistons are a place not where misfits go, but we kind of pull in pieces like Trajan did last year with Beasley and THJ and Tobias and make it work. So I think LeVert's going to do great. Robinson, bummed about Beasley, but now we have another consistent shooter at least. We can't say that Beasley would have had the exact same season, but Robinson's exciting. I say we're slightly better in terms of experience this year compared to last year and playing together. Like, it sucks that Cade and Ivy still haven't really played together totally. Sure. But other than that, Cade has developed he had injury problems, and now he's consistent with his players. And I think bringing in people like LeVert and Robinson will help.
For sure. You made a good point about the experience piece, because we have a guy in Duncan Robinson who's been to 2 NBA finals. Right. He wasn't able to win either one, but it's not a shame to lose to LeBron and AD and Jokic in the finals. Right. So I think having a guy like him in the locker room will really serve these young guys well. They got a taste of the playoffs last year. But having a guy, as they look to, advance deeper into the playoffs, is a little bit different, right? A little bit different feel, right? A little bit different pressure, environment, all that. So I think having a guy like Duncan on the squad can really help to prep them for what to expect going, as they get deeper into the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Ivy too, coming off, is going to be great. For Ivy. And, people say, we got this far without Ivy. And also without Ivy, we honestly could have made the second round with some missed calls, we were that close. And he brings nothing but energy. I feel like I love the passion that he brings, all of that. So he's what I'm looking forward to most this season, is him back. Yeah, it's going to be nice to be able to see our projected starting 5. We didn't see that at all last year, right? Jaden Ivey didn't get to start one game with Asar Thompson. I know. And then Asar,
not one.
And then it's so funny, the media, they're like, oh, well, Amen's better. It's like, well, Asar had 8 months completely off, and to come back and produce like he did after literally not being able to do physical activity for 8 months. Yeah. Phenomenal. And I think he looks bigger than Amen right now. And I love Amen's style. I think that they pull each other to do better. Asar is just going to come out and he's going to want to bring it all. So
Facts. 100%. Got a question for you from Marvin Tolbert. He said, question for Sarah. Who's your favorite all-time Piston?
Oh, it's really hard because I love so many of them. If you ask any of my friends or family, they would say Tajon Prince. Something about him, the way he played, the way he carried himself, how he brought himself to the game, the way he produced. I really love Tajon. I also love the microwave. Rewatching old games like Vinnie Johnson he's a blast to watch, and just how much people embraced him too, coming off the bench. It's very cool. It's hard to pick. I can pick any of the best 5 alive, any of the bad boys, and a lot of people on this team. But all time, I guess I would go with Tajon.
I like the Vinnie Johnson pick because it just shows that it's not always the star player on our Pistons team that gets the love. A lot of fans don't even know who Vinnie Johnson is. You know what I'm saying? If you say 007 jumper at the buzzer, but 0.7 left, a lot of people don't even know what you're talking about, right? But real ones know, against Portland in 1990 when it wasn't Isaiah, it wasn't Joe D, it wasn't Lambeer, it wasn't Mark Aguirre, it was Vinnie Johnson that made the shot to win that championship for us. So it's cool to hear, you look like you're way too young to know anything about Vinnie Johnson.
I get that all the time. But I also, I fell in love with the team and I did my research. I have my blind spots, of course. Right. But I love the culture of our team. I always tell people that's the kind of fan I am. Culture, emotion, who we bring in. I don't care about money or contracts. I don't care. I wouldn't trade everyone if we were guaranteed a championship for who we brought in. I wouldn't do that. I want to see us grow. That's kind of who we are as Detroit. We're the underdogs that even when we're up, no one's acknowledging the fact that we got positive commentary this season is insane. So I just really dove into the culture of the team.
Kylo Corsa says she's smart. She'll make the perfect Pistons wife.
Appreciate it, but
for sure.
More than a wife. I'm the person.
Oh, for sure.
Pistons fan, you know.
There you go. Yeah. Call him out. Correct him on that. Correct him on that for sure. For sure. More than that. Well, listen, Sarah. You got a question for me before I let you go?
I won't do as hard, but I will say, let's say that they made a new team. Let's say they brought the Supersonics back, and you could only pick 3 people on your team to save from being picked. Yeah.
On this team? Oh my gosh. That's hard, man.
I know. It's really, but
you gotta give me 5. I can't do 3 because this team is built like on
4.
depth.
If you say 5, you're gonna say the starting 5. Maybe Stu in place of someone but 4.
Yeah. Wow, that's really hard, man.
It's tough.
Okay. If I'm going strictly basketball, wow. Give me Cade, because like it's like skill set is important, but also mentality and fit is important.
Yeah.
Right. So give me Cade. Man. Okay. Give me Cade. I'm trying to think of who be like these. Some of these guys are. Okay. Give me Cade. I know I keep saying that. Give me Cade. Give me. Okay, so Cade don't count. We gonna Cade. We gonna go 3 after Cade. All right. So after that, give me a Sar. Give me Ron.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Ron.
I love Ron too.
Yeah, it goes back to that mentality piece, right? And he just turned 20 like a month ago. Like, come on, like
crazy. Yeah,
give me Ron. Give me Sar, because the league is kind of going in the direction of wings, 2-way wings, right? Give me Ron. Give me Asar. I want to say Stu, but it's like, give me Jaden, man. Give me Jaden.
Yeah,
those are my 3. I think those are 3 you can build around.
That's perfect.
That's hard, man. Golly, because you got JD. I love JD. Man, that's tough.
I had all your same picks except I did JD over Ron, but like now you're thinking like because JD's also young. He's 21.
Yeah, all these guys are.
You know,
all these guys.
I also love Stu. He's our glue. He's our bad boy. You know, I love him, our dog. So
I'm looking at like who has the most potential to grow. Like who's got the highest ceiling?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ron and Cade were the first 2 for me, and then it gets hard after that. So
yeah, I'm gonna go Ron there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go come think about guys who is the hardest to replace.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I think he's one of those. Yeah, great question, man. Chat, let us know what y'all think. We're seeing K, JD, Ron. I'm not mad at that at all. Asar, K, Ron. A lot of I think people are understanding what to look for when it comes to Pistons.
Yep.
Pistons. You know what I'm saying? So I mess with that. Somebody said, give me Jokic. All right, man. Let me get you out of there. Well, listen, it's been a pleasure having you on, Sarah. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate your support. You always show love, you know, on IG and Twitter and everywhere else. So I really, really appreciate you for that, for sure.
It's very cool what you do and a lot of creators. It's something you say you're older than me, but I don't get this stuff at all. Like at these streams. So you guys come out with these creative content. It's very cool. And so I love to support it because you guys deserve it truly.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Sarah. We'll be talking soon too.
All right.
Go Pistons. All right. All right, guys. Next up, we have Mr. Charles Hill. What up, though, my dog?
What's the deal?
How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. Just working, man. Traveling, working.
Yeah. Where you at right now? Where are you?
Orlando.
Okay. Got you. For those who don't know, Charles Hill is a player development coach and consultant. He has been working very closely with guys like Anthony Black, our own Ron Holland. He was actually graced our show about 2 months ago, I think. Now he came on the show, something like that.
Yeah. Came on in the playoffs.
During the playoffs, came onto the show, dropped some knowledge, dropped some gems, told us about his story. We're gonna get into a little bit more of that today. But everybody drop some fire emojis for my man Charles, showing love as always. I got a couple questions for you, man. Summer League. Summer League just ended, right? And some very standout performances from some guys, right? Like Dennis Jenkins, a couple guys who I've had my eye on, like Bobby Clinton, Tolu Smith, and of course, our guy Ryan, right? So my first question for you, brother, is from going into Summer League this year compared to last year, what was the mentality? Was there a different level of expectation you have for Ryan going into Summer League this year? Did you see any growth from him from last year to this year? Like, kind of, what did you see as you were watching him closely, bro?
To answer the first part of that, the expectation is always to go out there and be the best that you can be and show the stuff that we've been working on or the stuff that he's been working on. There's never nothing like, let's go out there and have these numbers. It's about affecting the game, obviously, and then getting better at the things we need to get better at. So that was the expectation, just to show that he's been in the gym working on this game.
Yeah.
And I thought he did that. It was obviously we've seen some stuff that he can clean up as far as turnovers, but that was one of the first time he's been in that setting trying to play, make, and do certain things with the basketball. So obviously we can work on stuff like that. But I think he showed that he's been in the gym locked in, working on his jump shot. He's confident. He's going to be everywhere on the defensive end. So
yeah,
I mean, I was very pleased with what he did, but also we still see room for growth and room for improvement. So
yeah,
just staying steady with the work and letting the results speak for themselves.
Facts. It's cool, man. Like it's cool to see him get a chance to be the guy, because even last year in Summer League, he was a rookie getting his feet wet in Summer League. And even this past season with the Pistons, he had a role, right? But we know it was more so focused on the defensive end and then being opportunistic on offense. But it was just cool seeing him kind of get into his bag a little bit, a little bag work, and kind of just seeing the things that he had worked on this offseason, handling the ball, distributing, his vision, his processing speed, like a lot of things that I don't know a lot of Pistons fans really knew he had because he really didn't get the opportunity. You know what I mean? So it was just cool to see that growth process. I know you've been working with him for a while. Just kind of tell everybody here, we got a lot of new people who've been supporting since the last time you were here. Just kind of tell us a little bit about your journey, about how you got here to be a developmental coach and consultant, and how you got a chance to meet up with Ryan and kind of get with him.
Yeah, just a quick story, with just a quick background, actually. Started off coaching at a middle school in my hometown, Fort Worth, where I went to middle school, and ended up getting a call from Duncanville ISD, pretty much where Ron would end up going to high school.
Right.
And I ended up doing player development and being the head middle school coach there. And there we won a couple state championships, a couple national championships, and developed a couple NBA players in the process, along with a few college basketball players, high-level Division I players that's all over the country. When those guys hit the league, I just kind of follow suit with them just to keep them in line. Not necessarily nothing in a bad way, but just to keep them on track for the goals and stuff they have set. And that's where we are today. Just goal setting, reaching, and setting new ones.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me too, like his family kind of really was drawn to you when they got to see what kind of guy you were and how you cared as much off the court than you do on the court. The development part is not just developing the game; it's developing the mind and developing these guys becoming young men, becoming grown men. Right. Right.
For sure. Some of that actually kind of take a place. You know what I'm saying? You get to see a little bit of it in Vegas in some leagues. So it's a lot of distractions. It's a lot of gambling. It's a lot of partying. And you get to see the ones who, quote unquote, will make it and the ones that kind of struggle with the distractions. Luckily, Ron is not heavy on gambling in the casinos and partying and doing stuff like that. He was pretty much, I had an Airbnb in Vegas, so he was pretty much either at his hotel or at my Airbnb, just chopping it up, talking about games, reflecting on games. And actually, even though we didn't get to get on the floor in Vegas working out, just chopping it up about some of the things he was doing and being able to process that and then go implement it in games 2 and 3 that he played. So that was fun to see that even if we don't get on court work, I can tell him something that he can kind of process it and go apply it in the next game. And that's kind of fun to see.
You mentioned his jump shot, and we all know he was working on that. I remember you were talking, you were telling me how he kind of changed a little bit his form, just a little bit as far as his guiding hand. Can you kind of talk about a little bit with that as far as for those who don't really understand how that works? Just kind of talk about the changes. Yeah, go ahead.
Again, shout out to Fred Vincent, who's the shooting coach with Detroit. I got to talk to him about a lot of the stuff that he was doing with Ron.
Okay.
And a lot of it was just alignment, really. People don't put into perspective that he went from a high school line to an NBA line in the season. So that adjustment kind of threw him off balance for about a year or so. He didn't shoot it as bad in high school, but when that line moved back, it requires a certain level of strength and consistency to shoot that far back at a good percentage. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
okay.
Going through that, he kind of started adjusting his own, and then he kind of started doing his own thing. And Freddie V just went back to alignment, really, and it's not very much. So it's just pretty much keeping that ball on the right side of his body at the worst, at the top of his head. That way it's always straight in line with the rim, not coming across his face, shooting the ball. So that was something that we ran across going into his pre-draft. He was pulling the ball across his face. So we made small adjustments then. Then he got with Fred, and Fred has worked wonders since then. He's always had touch and feel for the basketball, so it wasn't a thing of makes and misses per se. It was more so being consistent with the alignment and where we was going with the trajectory of the ball. So Fred has done an amazing job with him.
Yeah, man. And you talked about how he had to adjust to the 3-point line. But do you think that would explain in part why he kind of struggled at the beginning of the season? He was the confidence never wavered. He was getting him up, right?
I would be the first to say the confidence won't waver. And you kind of see that with his mentality, honestly. But again, like I said, he goes from shooting a 20-foot 3-pointer or 19-foot 3-pointer in high school to shooting a 23-footer consistently. You got to be able to knock it down. And a lot of stuff that he did in high school wasn't catch and shoot. You know what I mean? So it was a huge adjustment going from high school to G League, where they put the ball in his hands a lot. He was more of a playmaker, and it wasn't a lot of catch and shoot. And then now with the Pistons, you got to adjust to more catch and shoot. You playing without the ball, so it's a huge adjustment. But I think he's handling it very, very nicely.
Yeah, man. I see when I watch him play, and you can let me know what you think. I see a lot of Jaylen Brown potential in him. Somebody who's a two-way guy, who's not afraid to guard the best player every night. Who do you kind of see for him? I know there's no perfect comp, but kind of what kind of guys do you see for Ron?
To be honest with you, going into the NBA, Jaylen Brown was one of the guys that we looked at, and just from the standpoint of knowing that he wouldn't have the ball in his hand a lot, being his first couple years in the NBA, even if it's to be on fourth after that, but still looking at guys that guarded when they got into the league, like Michael Bridges, like a Jaylen Brown, like somewhat of a Karis LeVert, who was rangy. So we looked at guys like that to kind of have him comparable as far as body size and what he can do defensively, and then how they slowly built the profile of becoming one of a good, dependable offensive player.
Gotcha.
Whether it was catch and shoot, whether it was putting the ball on the floor making plays, or putting the ball making plays for yourself. So it's kind of a building block of something that we're working towards. Obviously, we start with defense. Everything you start with defense, and we slowly progress into the things that we need to work on, or the things that we need to build to be efficient enough to have those in the NBA game.
Absolutely. Yeah. And but by the way, y'all, we didn't talk before. I just threw Jaylen Brown out there. So it's cool to hear him say kind of the same thing, because I see a lot of those same characteristics with him. Somebody said in the chat, Marvin Tolbert said, "I see Marcus Smart. You got a story about Marcus Smart you want to share? you want to share? We talked about it before, but if you don't mind, kind of just sharing with everybody who's here for the first time."
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I actually played with Marcus Smart in high school, and me and him we've been knowing each other since we was about 15 years old, and ironically, he was a lottery pick from Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
And what I say, maybe a couple years ago, probably 2 or 3 years ago, I got a phone call from Marcus, and he was just telling me, like, "Bro, I think one of them kids you got is my cousin." I'm like, I don't know about that one, big dog. And then end up being Ron, and they end up meeting this this season while while Marcus was in Washington, jersey swapping. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know each other a little bit.
Yeah.
Because Marcus had a few things to say to him. They had a game in Memphis, and Marcus had a few things to say to him every time he checked him. So
I peeped that.
I was kind of like, where is coming from?
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a little cool story. But again, you see the mentality on both ends from both of those guys. Being from Dallas, Texas, being Texas natives, you see that grit, that grind, that toughness that comes with that. So that's definitely a comparable mentality-wise as somebody that he definitely looked at defensively.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to throw his name out there just off of, you know what I'm saying, that's just who I know. And
of course.
Who's played defense at a very, very high level in the NBA for a long time. He's going on here 11 or 12, I think. Mm-hmm. Former defensive player of the year. Mm-hmm. Probably could have won it a couple more times if it was given the guards. But yeah, that's also another guy that we looked at him as Marcus, like subconsciously. There wasn't a guy that we thought because they were related.
Right.
We didn't find that out until later, but
crazy.
But yeah, that's Marcus Smart. That's funny that he said that. Right.
I don't remember if he was here. I think Marvin may have been here before. I think he was just kind of being funny because he remember you saying that for him before. Okay. But shout out to Marvin. Yeah.
Hey, and shout out to Marcus going to the Lakers. The Lakers is my favorite team growing up.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah,
my favorite team growing up. So shout out to my boy going to the Lakers, man. I hope he helps us do some good over there.
I was going to ask you, man. Like, how do you think he's going? I think he's going to fit great over there because I think when you got a guy like Luka, you got to have spacing and you got to have defenders. And
absolutely.
I think, how do you think he's going to do over there?
I think this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
And I haven't talked to Marcus about it. I haven't talked to anybody about it, honestly. Obviously. But I think it'll work because they're looking at Marcus to come in and do some of the dirty work as I would say like a Caruso was doing in the city, knock down big shots, get big stops, get big rebounds, kind of calm the pace when Luka or LeBron doesn't have it, be a second guard on the floor, but also be able to guard a 1 through 4, sometimes a 5, depending on who's on the floor.
It's true.
So I think it could help. I think it definitely help us. But I think we need a couple more pieces too. I'm not gonna sit here in front of you.
Anybody on your radar? Anybody that's out there that you want to go grab or trade for? Because I know you said the Pistons like is your team.
You want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
Since Ron and they been in the league, I haven't been looking at the Lakers. I haven't been looking at them only because like the first time I had to go watch, I went to LA. I couldn't miss the LA game. Yeah. I went to LA when AB played his first game in LA. And for some reason, I just could not cheer for the Lakers. So it was like, damn, when they play each other, it's hard to see that. And even this year, when the Pistons beat the Lakers twice, I'm in the building for one of them.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm cheering for the Lakers, but I'm also cheering for Cade and Ron. And, the guys that I know personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
sure.
I honestly haven't been paying too much attention to them or even free agency to see who we need. I know we need some shooters and we need a big.
Okay.
There's not a lot of bigs out there, and I know the shooters are almost gone. And the ones we need cost a lot of money.
How you feel about Ayton?
He'd be solid.
You ain't feeling?
No, I'm not gonna say that. He'll be solid. I mean, we tend to not give him a lot of credit. I mean, we got a lot of stuff we can say about him, but he has been to the finals. He has produced at a high level. We can't take that away from him. He was with other good players as well, so he's with two more potential Hall of Famers. One is probably the greatest we've ever seen.
Thank you. Y'all hear that?
I think anybody on the team with LeBron James has a chance.
Facts. Yeah, LeBron is my GOAT, bro. Like, I mean, I love Jordan. I watch Jordan, but if I can build around one guy, just grab anybody to put around him, I think you're gonna have the most success with a guy like LeBron because he can do everything in the basketball court. That's just my take. I ain't trying to start no feud because I know it's gonna go crazy. I know you ain't either. I ain't mad at you. I ain't trying to bait you, bro. I ain't trying to bait you. One more question for you, bro, before I let you go, man. I appreciate your time. Pistons. What's your expectation for next season? You know, we got to the first round this year. Probably should have went to the second round this year if healthy. Back calls here and there, things like that. Still went, took them 6. What's your expectation for this season, bro? You think we got a shot to go deeper into the playoffs? How you think we looking?
I think they got better actually. With the additions of Duncan Robinson and Karis LeVert. Yeah. Not taking anything away from Beasley and Tim. They had amazing seasons last year. helped the Pistons get over the hump and do what they did.
Right.
And honestly, we don't even know if Beasley's coming back, allegedly.
Yeah.
So I think that's maybe on something that's still on the table, but I think they did get better, got a little bit bigger with size on the wings. I would like to, because they, like you just said, they could have went to the second round last year.
Mm-hmm.
If the ball bounced the other way, game one. I was
that too. Yeah.
Damn,
right.
That was crazy. So just if the ball bounced their way a couple more times in that first round, we could have seen them in the second round.
Yeah.
So I think having the expectation of second round is not far-fetched.
Right.
But also knowing that I think the East did get a little bit better with the Atlanta Hawks getting some new additions, and then you got other teams. I mean, it's still wide open.
Yeah.
I think some of the teams did get a little bit better. But I think they, depending on matchups, they can go second round.
Yeah.
They can get the second round for sure.
I like how Trajan's building it, bro. He's like, this is the core, and we building around this, and we're going to add around the core. I like how he's not trying to break up the core. He has confidence in this core. It reminds me of, I mean, the league is changing now, bro, with the CBA rules now, with the cap and the second apron and things like that. It's like, it makes sense to build these teams organically, have, one star and then a bunch of really, really good guys. Like, the Thunder and the Pacers, they're really deep, right? Both of those teams are really deep. You saw the teams like the Knicks in the conference finals or the T-Wolves in the conference finals. They got good starting fives, but once you get to that bench, they kind of get exposed because those other teams, they got fresh bodies coming in. That's what allows them to play and go hard for 48 because they got bodies, they got guys. So I'm with you 100%, bro. I really think the Pistons have a shot to push for the conference finals. You mentioned the teams like the Hawks got better. The injuries happen with guys like, Tatum and Hallie and Dame going back to Portland and all these different things. So I think it's right there, man. I think young. Go ahead.
What do you think they see? If you had to pick, even if you can range it.
3. I have them at 3 next year.
Wow.
3 seed. Yes. I don't. The only teams I think who are, you could say, are definitively a little bit better are the Knicks, and that's kind of a question. They did get a little dip. They got Jordan Clarkson over there and guys over there now, but the Knicks and the Cavs, maybe. The Cavs, I don't even know, because you got DG, Darius Garland. He has some injury issues, and I wonder. I feel like they can't get too deep in the playoffs because that backcourt is just not big enough. The backcourt is.
Advocate?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. Yeah, what you got?
See, I'm in Orlando.
Oh boy. Okay, I hear you. I hear you going, and plus you work with Anthony. I ain't mad at you. Go ahead. What you got?
No, it's not just because of that.
Okay,
they did have a season where they missed majority of their team, and they came back like almost staggered.
Okay,
Paolo was out, and then Franz was in, and Franz was in. Paolo came back, then both of them was out. I mean, both of them was out, and then Franz was out, Paolo was back, and then Suggs was out. So it's like
that's true.
They never hit a real rhythm in the season before. They was a 4 seed, so it's like you can't count them out.
Okay, I'm not mad at you with that one. I'm not. Orlando could definitely be a problem. You're right. That's true.
I think them. I think you still have to take into account Philly if they're healthy.
That's a big if, bro. It's a big if, man.
I mean,
I don't know.
Took a year off. How can you not come back healthy?
I hope so. What about PG?
He just took a year off. How can you not come back healthy?
Same answer, right?
Not being funny. No, not being funny, but those guys took the season to take care of their bodies.
That's true.
If they come back looking good, feeling good, we know what Joel can do. We know what Paul George can do. So I think it's open, but if the teams that's capable of being healthy, obviously not the Tyrese Halliburtons, the Jason Tatums of the world. Right. If those the other teams in the East can be healthy, I think we'll see some really good basketball in the East.
I do too. I think it's gonna be very competitive, man. Very competitive. Sarah said Bain, they added Desmond Bain, right? Five-year boy.
Me and Bain went to college, not together, but we went to the same college.
For real? Oh, that's what's up.
TCU.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was a big addition for them, man. Big addition for them. But once again, bro, the depth. That's the only thing I would like. I feel like we're comfortable. We can go 9-10 deep comfortably. I don't know if Orlando can do that.
If
Oh
I
no.
look up the roster, I can answer.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, listen, bro, I appreciate you coming on as always, man. Where can we find you, bro? Where can we stay in touch with what you're doing?
On Instagram, WWOT_chill.
Okay.
_chill.
Y'all see the shirt? You got some merch for us or something, bro? We can go get some merch.
I actually do.
Hey,
On my
okay.
website. I haven't promoted it in so long.
It's
But
all right. I got you. I got you covered. Nope. I got you covered. Right here.
Hey,
All right. Yes, sir. You know I got you, bro. Come on now. Come on. So look, y'all, WWOTbasketball.com. Make sure you guys check this out. This is his official website for Charles.
Go to the merch. Please don't book a session right now because I'm dealing with my NBA guys and I'm doing a lot of traveling.
Okay.
But those are the shirts online. You can go order. I will get the notification.
I need to get one of these, bro. That black and red cold.
I think some of the people that ordered said they came in about a week or so.
Okay.
So it's not too long when they return.
Okay. Y'all see Anthony right there? Who is this right here, brother? To the left of Anthony.
Micah Peavy. He just got drafted by the Pelicans.
Oh, word. Okay.
Second round pick to the Pelicans. He got drafted by the Wizards, traded to the Pelicans.
Okay.
How that goes. So.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So yeah, y'all heard it, man. Y'all go check it out. Y'all go check out his merch. Check out everything that he's doing big things as always, man. So had to shout you out. Had it ready for you. So
appreciate
always, bro. You know I got you, man. Come on. So as always, man, I appreciate your time, brother. We're gonna talk soon, man. Thanks for coming on, bro.
All right, no problem, big dog.
All right, peace. All right, man. So y'all make sure y'all drop some fire emojis for Charles. Always coming in, always dropping knowledge, giving us stories, the whole nine. He's a basketball savant for sure. He's forgotten more basketball than I could ever know. So that's my guy. So I appreciate you for that, man, all day long. Our next guest, man, we have Mr. Jeremy Hart. Now, guys, Jeremy Hart is a recruiting coordinator, player development coach at SMU, Southern Methodist College. And he's also a former pro. He went to New Mexico State. So I want to give a huge shout out to Jeremy Hart for coming on. Jeremy, what's going on, bro? How you feeling, man? I gotta unmute your mic. Hold on. I need you to hit that mute button real quick. There you go.
There we go. How you doing?
Good, man. It's good to finally meet you, man. Get a visual. You've been talking a little bit on, IG, but it's good to get a chance to finally meet you. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good. Just making it to the house, man, from a long day at the office. So
okay,
good.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, just kind of same thing I was asking about Charles. Just kind of tell us about your journey. I know you were telling me that you're pretty much a recruiting coordinator, player development coach at SMU. Kind of just talk about how you got to be at SMU and just kind of talk about your basketball journey.
So like you said, I played professionally for about 9 years. From Dallas, played professionally about 9 years. Played a little bit in different countries around the world. I was getting ready to retire. So when I retired officially in 2019, I started doing player development, working with some guys in Dallas. Dennis Jenkins being one of them. He was going to be a senior in high school. Started working with him and a few other guys, and that's kind of how I jumped into coaching through player development.
Okay.
A little funny backstory on my playing career. Charles is like a little brother to me.
Word? Okay.
I know he just got off here, but yeah.
Hold on. Go ahead and finish up. But we have to bring him back, bro. We have to bring him back on.
So Charles is my little bro. We played together as he transitioned from college to his playing career.
Okay.
And I actually helped him get his first professional job playing overseas, and we ended up playing against each other in the championship of a league in Mexico. So
okay,
that's a little backstory on my boy, man. That's my dude, though.
That's what's up, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. We gotta bring y'all back. There we go.
Yeah.
We gotta bring both of y'all back.
I didn't know you was coming on next. I had to shoot him a text.
No doubt.
I said, that's my boy.
No doubt.
Man, small world.
How you?
Yeah, I'm good, family. You know it.
Good seeing you again, man.
Y'all got any stories? Y'all got anything y'all want to share?
The first time I met Hart. I'm playing.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Let's hear the story.
We used to just go at it. Money tournaments in Dallas. That was the first time we met each other. He didn't know who I was. did
I
a
can tell.
couple.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Go ahead.
I didn't know who he was. We played against him, and he was busting our ass. That's what happened. And you know what? I said we got in a huddle, and I said, "Hey, who guarded that dude?" And they was like, "Man, you know, blah blah blah." I said, "Man, I got him." Because he was smoking us. He was smoking us. Now he was a hooper.
So how'd that go when you picked him up? How'd that go?
I honestly don't remember. You know, obviously I'm a competitor. He's a competitor too. I really don't remember how that game went. I mean, we'd have had plenty of hoop battles.
Yeah.
You know,
they won that game. I remember that. They definitely won that game for the bread. I forget who tournament it was, Hart.
Yeah, I can't remember. We done played so much. We done played so much, man.
So what positions did y'all play? Like, were y'all both guards? Were y'all both point guards, shooting guards? Like, what was the matchup?
Yeah, I always been a point. I always been a point guard. Yeah.
I was more off ball.
Off ball? Okay.
Yeah.
You was a shooter? You the clip?
No. I mean, I'm
about to say he can't shoot that thing.
That's what I heard.
The basket. I can shoot it. I'm not leave me open. I was more I'm gonna run off a down screen and kind of create after that.
Okay.
I wasn't like the point guard. It's run the play for me or run some action for me, and then I can boogie from there.
You was more of a bees type. A little bit.
A little bit.
Or not.
I'm not bees, but a little bit. I'll take bees.
Yeah.
He's super athletic though.
I'm probably more athletic than bees.
Yeah. I didn't see some film on you, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
He's more athletic than a lot of people in the NBA.
For real, bro. Nah, quick twitch for sure.
No,
and he'll bang on you too if you ain't careful.
No, it's crazy. I told you we played in Mexico and was able to be on the same team in the All-Star game, which was pretty fun.
Oh, that's cool.
I was able to throw him a bunch of lobs, and then we ended up playing each other in the finals. So
that's dope.
That's my little brother. I got the upper hand on him on the championship though. But he did his thing. He did his thing though. He did his thing.
That's what's up, man. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't even know y'all knew each other like that. Like, it's a small world, man. That's crazy. Crazy.
Oh, yeah, man. That's my dude. That's
my dude. When I was doing the open gyms in Dallas, he was still playing. Him and Dane. I mean, he was sending Danis to me to come to the runs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I was still doing a lot of training and stuff in Dallas, and I was doing my college and pro runs.
Got you.
Duncanville, and then I would send out to certain dudes, and Hart being one of them. He'll send me a few guys, and Danis would. I'll send you a picture of Danis in open gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
But we got a lot of guys.
Yeah, to go into further in that, like I was still playing a little bit when he started coaching. So like when I transitioned fully into coaching, you know, he kind of helped me on the back end, you know, as I transitioned, you know, on some stuff to make that transition fully into coaching. So yeah, man, that's my dude.
That's cool, man. That's what's up. So I was talking to you a little bit earlier, Jeremy. You were a lot of Danis comments here. Sarah said Danis has so much potential in the NBA. All he needs is more minutes. We talked about Ron with Charles a little bit. Just kind of talk to us about Danis and his journey, how he got to be where he is today. I've been watching him since last year, and so he really grabbed my eye last year in Summer League. Mm-hmm. And I've been watching an interview with him about a couple weeks ago, and he was saying last year he was kind of just hooping. In some way, he was just trying to get a feel, right? But this season, having played with the crews, being the guy running the offense, being the floor general orchestrator, he had much more intention going into this year, and you could see his numbers were way up, his efficiency was way up. He just looked so much more comfortable. So, like, what have you seen from him? How did you get with him, and like and what are you looking for from him going, as far as the NBA career?
So the first part, the backstory on how I got with him, I started doing player development in Dallas. I was working with the same 4, maybe 5 guys.
Okay.
Him being one of them, but and I ain't trying to throw no names around, but Trey Johnson is one of them.
Hey.
Mike Miles is another. King Grace, he's a 4-star recruit just signed at Mississippi State. And so I work with these dudes, Jalen Wilson from the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
I worked with these dudes when they was really young, and I went to a fall league basketball game to watch a kid that I was training play, and I literally turned around to the other court, and Danis was playing on that court, and my buddy was coaching them, and I literally just watched the game, and I'm like, man, this kid got talent, like he could play, but he was at a school called Hillcrest. That's not a basketball school in Dallas. They're not known for good basketball teams and stuff like that. So literally after the game, me and him connected. He asked me, would I be interested in training him? Said he didn't have a trainer. He was trying to get better going into his freshman year of college, and he didn't know where he was going at the time. And that's literally how our relationship started.
Okay.
And he was actually signed to my junior college that I played at. He was going to play for my college coach, who's been there for this will be his 25th season.
Okay.
I told my college coach, I said, hey, man, I'm just telling you, I got the best player in the country. That he'll be the best JUCO player in the country. And my college coach signed him, but he went to an unsigned senior event where Damon Stoudemire seen him and offered him a scholarship. So if you sign at a JUCO, you can go up, So he signed to a JUCO, but he wanted to play Division I so bad. So when Damon signed him, he goes to Pacific, and from there, we worked every summer since he got to Pacific, and he was trending upward at Pacific. Sophomore year, I think he averaged like 11, 12 points again. I can't remember.
Okay.
Had some issues at Pacific, end up coming home, going to a JUCO, Odessa Junior College, where he was the first team All-American in junior college. And in JUCO, Rick Pitino was just leaving Louisville, took a job in Greece to coach, and he got the job at Iona right as he left Odessa. Rick Pitino starts to recruit him and takes him to Iona. Now, the funny thing about him going to Iona was, I didn't know Rick Pitino. I knew him as a great coach. I never talked to him. Rick Pitino, I talked to Rick Pitino and the staff. They work him out on his visit. He tells me how hard it is. And he's like, Coach, we got another player that's pretty good on this team. And that other player was Walter Clayton.
Wow.
Who was obviously a national champion and draft pick for the Utah Jazz. So he used to tell me about Walt a long time ago. They had a lot of battles. Obviously Walt ended up going to Florida. He ended up going to St. John's with Rick Pitino.
Right.
And that's kind of his little backstory of how he got to St. John's.
Okay.
Danis has always been a competitor. He's always been a sponge. He's a basketball savant. Like, he knows his history. He's I always tell people he's cut from the old cloth. And, that's the cloth that I come from, that Charles come from,
y'all get that Texas connection. I know.
Yeah, he's a dog, man. And like his competitiveness, it pours on you.
Yeah.
If you're not used to that, like, it could get on you and it can affect you. Like, he really can put his competitiveness on somebody and wear them down is what I'm trying to say. And, that's kind of what I did as a player, but obviously he's way more talented than me. But that's kind of how we got together. We've been together for 5 years, just on this journey together. He's a great kid. Like I said, he's a sponge. He loves the game. He has so much potential. I think he's just starting to hit his stride and his ceiling, and I'm super excited for what's to come.
Absolutely, man. Charles, his slogan is, we worked on that. I'm pretty sure what yours is, trust our work.
Trust your work, baby.
Trust your work. My bad. Yeah, trust your work. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so I love that, man. I love that. Charles, listen, man, I had to bring you back on for a minute, man. Once I found out that y'all had a connection, I'm like, no, I need you to come back, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's family. That's family, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, thanks again, Charles. I appreciate you, my dog.
I'm going to let y'all get back to it. Good seeing you.
For sure.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Talk soon. So let's get back to Danis for a minute, man. I like I mentioned, I've really been high on him. He really caught my eye last season, just watching him do his thing. And he really just caught my eye. Just his, I would just say just his competitive fire, bro. Like just the competitive edge. You can watch him, like you mentioned, he's able to take guys out of their game.
Yes.
He's able to frustrate you, and it doesn't affect his game.
Yes.
That's what I like. He has that. He's very balanced with that, and he's got a little bit of everything. I mean, he straps up on D. He's super athletic. He knows how to run it off. He doesn't turn the ball over. I think through the first couple games in summer league, he had like 3 turnovers in like 3 games. So his assist turnover ratio is crazy. Like you have confidence and comfortability with him when he has the ball in his hands.
Yes, sir.
And that's important. You know what I'm saying? So I really am high. Last year for the open practice, we went to Wayne State to watch it. These dude was catching oops off the glass, reverse, like 360 oops. Like what in the world? Off the side of the backboard. It's like, man, this dude is something else, man. So like,
I
go
tell
ahead.
people all the time, he has obviously he's not John Morant. I mean, he has John Morant like athleticism.
That's what I've been saying.
He really does. Like he hasn't even gotten to show like the things that he can do. And I'm just telling you from somebody who's lived in the gym with him for the past 5 years. Got you.
And that's incredible, man. That's really cool to hear. With that, do you what do you see for him next year? I've been, y'all in the chat, y'all can let him know. I've been clamoring for him. Like the Pistons need him on this roster. They need him as another. I think they need another point guard in his roster, and I think he can be that guy to come in. I'm seeing some comparisons. Somebody said he can be something of like a Cason Wallace to start. Is with the Thunder just coming in and being really impactful in the time that he's in, just strapping up defensively and then offensively being opportunistic, turning the ball over, get on transition. Like what do you see for him with the Pistons? What kind of role do you see he could possibly have with the Pistons next year? Hopefully,
I think he can be that backup. I think he can be that backup point guard. I think he can come in, strap up like you said. I think he can run the show, take care of the ball, get guys who's supposed to shoot the ball, get them shots. I also think he can make open shots. I just think he can be a good backup point guard in this league. I think he's older, so he's mature and smart enough to know his role, what he should be doing, what he shouldn't be doing.
right?
And I think he's ready. A lot of times, you spend so much time with someone and you kind of realize when they get to that point of, all right, now, like last year, I thought he wasn't ready to play NBA minutes. And we're talking about this is my kid, he wasn't ready. I think right now, mentally, physically, emotionally, he's ready to step in a role and contribute on the NBA team and be an intricate part of a roster.
For sure. Like I see him as a guy that's just good to have. You know what I mean? Like every player, it's gonna be games when K has off nights, Jaden has off nights, Karis off. Like everybody has off nights, right? Multiple games with off nights through 82 game season, and just having a guy who can, and then you have different things like foul trouble. Guys getting like you need to have somebody who can come in and just settle things down when your offense is stuck in the mud. You need a bolt, you need a jolt, right? And I think he can do that. And when if there's anything to this, let me know. He's the kind of guy that seems to have a huge chip on the shoulder. And when I was watching him in Summer League, Reed Shepherd, I was watching him, bro, against Houston this year and last year. I think his best games was against Houston in both Summer League this year and last year. So I know Reed Shepherd got drafted 3rd last year. And I know Dennis didn't go drafted. But I was saying to everybody, the difference is not that steep. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like whenever he plays against him, he's out to prove that. Like he's going after him. Is there anything to that?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it has nothing to do with Reed Shepherd though, because if I give you the backstory, back in 2021, I was doing pre-draft here in Dallas, working with a lot of NBA guys for pre-draft, getting them ready, and guys who were already drafted. I was working with Danis also, so I devoted my time to Danis whenever he came home from Pacific, and I would bring him to these workouts against NBA guys that was in the league or guys that was supposed to be in the league or high draft picks, whatever the case may be. And he's had this competitive edge. He's had this chip on his shoulder. It didn't just start when he got, with the Pistons. Like that's who his makeup is,
Right.
and obviously, I said I wasn't the player that he is, but since he's been with me, I was that type of player. And since he's been with me, like that's all we talked about, on this journey is when he get his opportunity to make people, feel him and make people regret for not choosing him or looking over him. It's some people right now that don't even really know he from Dallas, because he wasn't a 5-star recruit or 4-star recruit. He took the long road, and he's been through a lot of adversity or whatnot on his journey. But I think all of that was to prepare him for the moment that he's in now, which is why, he's ready. So to your question, like it had nothing to do with Reed Sheppard. Now the other part of that is while we were in Vegas, the day before the Rockets game, the first year, we went to work out at a high school locally in Las Vegas, and we worked out for about 45 minutes. And I also talked to him about the opportunity that was going to be in front of him the next day playing against Reed Sheppard and those guys, because Reed Sheppard was highly talked about during that time last summer, and he had just came off to a couple of good games. And he went out and had 26 points and hit 6 threes. And then this year, the same thing. While we was in Vegas, we went and worked out the day before again. Actually had Tolu in the gym with us. Yeah. And then he went out and did what he did. He did what he did again. So it's his makeup, but it don't take much to
get him going. Yeah, I could tell, bro. Like he seems to always have that hunger. I remember because he always talked about last season, just how grateful he was for Trajan Langdon taking the chance on him and giving him an opportunity. So you could tell he's a scrapper. Like he's hungry and he's never gonna take being in between those lines on the NBA court for granted. You can see it. Whenever he's on the court, he's ready to go. I love that about him, man. He takes no plays off, full tilt, 40, however long he's on court. And I think that kind of player suits the Pistons well. Suits them very well, for sure. So go ahead.
I was just gonna say he fits Detroit to a T. I mean, he's a hard worker, bring a lunch pail type of guy. Yeah. He's never gonna make excuses. Rick Pitino told me while I was up there doing this pre-draft a year and a half ago, he told me that, Coach, the best thing I could tell you about Danis Jenkins is that he's played for me for 2 years, 30 plus minutes a game, and he's never missed one practice. And that's playing for Rick Pitino. Right. So, if you know,
tough.
You know.
No, for sure. Yeah. 100. Yeah. Pitino's a hard-nosed coach. He works his guys hard. Yes, hard. Yes, so, that probably was impressive to him to see that from a young guard in him. That's what's up. That's a nice little story, bro. I appreciate you sharing that, man. Yeah. A couple more things, and I'll let you go. SMU. You mentioned SMU. For those who know, we have some ties with some guys at SMU. Cannon Cunningham, right? Cade's older brother, who is my guy. Shout out to. Okay, I was going to ask you if y'all cross paths or anything. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm from Dallas, man. I'm Dallas. True. Dallas, so them dudes know me, and I know them. I know them, Cade, Ashton, all them boys. They're my guys. They're my guys.
Shout out to them guys. For sure. Yeah, like a lot of people don't know, Cannon was a hooper, man. Like before Cade, it was Cannon. And being coached by Larry Brown over there at SMU, I mean, that's top shelf coaching as far as knowledge of the game and experience. I mean, we won a championship with him here at the helm. So a lot of Pistons fans love Larry Brown. So Larry Brown was saying himself that Cannon had potential to go to the NBA. He had the skill to go to the NBA, but Cannon is more of a teacher, right? He likes to teach the game, and little brother was right there, same amount of talent, if not more, ready to go. So, it's just cool to hear from a fellow, SMU alum that actually, that actually was there and knows what it's like. That's cool, man. I appreciate you sharing that for sure. For sure. You got anything else for us, bro?
Man, I appreciate you having me on, man, and appreciate the opportunity to bless your platform. Yeah. You're doing a heck of a job. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. How can we stay in touch with you, man? How can we follow you? Man, it's easy. I'm Coach Hart 32 on Instagram, Coach Hart 32 on X. Okay. Y'all heard it, man. Make sure y'all go follow him. And also, before I let you go, I wanted to bring this here up too. This here is the website for my man, Jeremie. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. It's nmstatesports.com. And I'll make sure I put the link in the description so you guys can go check him out. But as you guys can see right here, That's actually where I was at last year. You got to pull up the SMU website now.
Oh, my bad. I'm tripping. Yeah. I don't have that one here, man. That's my fault. That's my
It's
fault.
all good. It's all
My
good.
bad.
It's
I tried to do my due diligence. I fell short. So
all
that's on
good.
me. But I will find that link if you could send it to me. I'll put that in the description for this video. Everybody can go check out Jeremy, what he's doing some amazing things with our guy Dennis and the other guys as well. So, like I say, man, I appreciate you taking the time to come on, bro. It's been fun, man. Looking forward to talking to you in the future.
Yes, sir. Same here, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Always, man. Always, bro. Take care, man. Talk to you soon.
Yep. Love.
Man, this has been a great show so far, y'all. We got a few more guests we're going to have come on, and then we are going to call it. We got 2 more guests. The first one we have is Devon. We're going to bring Devon on. Devon.
Oh, so
What is going on, my dog? How you feeling, man?
I'm all right. How about you?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. You were telling me you had to you cut out a little early to make it here tonight, so I appreciate you making the time for us.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind, man? What's on your mind? What's on your mind as far as the Pistons or whatever you want to talk about?
Nothing really in particular. I'm just ready for the season. I think we're gonna surprise a lot of people.
What's your prediction?
I kind of feel like you. I think we're gonna be on that 3. We're gonna be no less than 6. We're gonna be 6, 3, 5-ish area 4.
Yeah.
I can see it. We're gonna be a playoff team. That's all I'm
For
say,
sure. For sure.
I can see it.
Yeah, Charles made a good point. I forgot about Orlando. They're going to be in the mix for sure.
Yeah,
They got a lot better. Adding Desmond Bain to the roster, that's going to be big for them. How many games you got the Pistons winning next year?
Ooh, I don't even know.
You know we got to do this every year.
52 or so.
52?
I can see it.
52?
Maybe
Okay.
more. We might even get to 60 on some real.
Ooh,
That's why
sheesh.
Because
That's
the East is so
ambitious.
weak. I'm just saying.
60 though? That's a lot. Man.
I got
okay.
Weak.
You know what?
High 50s.
Okay. I'm not mad. I downplayed them last year. I said 35 last year. A lot of people were saying 25. I said no way. I said 35. King, my dog King said 40. I thought he was crazy. But he was right. We were all right. So you know what? So we like 55, 54. What you got?
I can see it. 50, 55, 54-ish. Yeah.
50. Yeah. I'm gonna go 50.
I feel
I'm gonna go 50 and 32. I think that'll be a solid year. But more importantly, when we get to the playoffs, what do you see happening there?
We better get to the second round. I just feel like a lot of teams are weak. Like Orlando, I'm not sleeping on them at all. I think they can be first seed, honestly. I think the East, it might not happen this year, but it's the Pistons and Orlando's. It's the Pistons and Orlando's conference. Like I definitely can see it. I don't believe in the Knicks. I don't believe in Indiana. I don't believe in the Bucks. Even before Holly, I ain't trying to stop on why he's hurt, but even before, like I didn't think none of them teams are really that good. I think they just won by circumstances, being in the weak East and stuff. So well, I definitely see us coming, and we younger than everybody. Like we coming.
And that's the thing. I think it's going to be a building block season.
Yeah,
I think we can surprise some people, but I don't want everybody to think just because we had a 30-game win last year, we're gonna have a 30-game increase this year. That was an anomaly. And now we're not gonna be able to catch teams off guard the way we did last year either.
Yeah.
So teams are gonna have us circled on their calendars as opposed to vice versa. Us having them. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely think that's definitely in the thought process. James says 52. Marvin says 51. Family Darkness is drunk. Heisenberg Blue says I got us making a 10-game. Okay, so 54 and 28. That was actually the record we had when we won our last championship with Larry Brown. 54 and 28. So that would be nice. That'd be nice, right? I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Who is your breakout player for next year? Sarah says, by the way, Ivy to Asar Labs coming too. By the way, real quick before you answer that question, we didn't see that once. Sarah, we talked about it already. We didn't see that once last year. You know why? Because they didn't start at all together last year. Jaden went down into Rasar a few weeks later, coming back from the blood clot. We never got a chance to see that. So what do you see next season?
I just see aggressive. Like, I think Asar going to be the breakout player you asked about him. Just because, people don't realize, I'm not saying I'm a basketball player at all. I just do other stuff, you know what I mean? But conditioning, that matters a lot. Like, for real. It's like, after COVID going on, I was eating this stuff, going back and doing some workout. I'm like, I can't do none of this stuff I'm doing. Like, what the heck? I can't do my moves. So,
man, I mean, you both, bro.
I understand that stuff completely. And it's weird. Like, your mind is there, but your body's going to tell you completely different. So, start getting that conditioning, it's going just make his game elevate so much. And
100%.
surprise a lot of people. And not just the whole team, really. They're still young, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people were talking about how great of a season Amen had last year, and he did. He's got star potential written all over him. You know what I mean? So I think who knows what would have happened if Asar wasn't off 8 months.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he would have been the same exact player, but as far as impact on the floor, I think Amen's probably going to be known more so or maybe more. He's going to be a well-rounded player, but I think people are going to look at his offense and say, wow.
Yeah.
I think people are going to look at Asar's defense and say, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's going to be the calling card for each one of those guys. And I think him having a full offseason to be able to play with a Jaden, as Jaden's getting comfortable with his body and trusting his leg and playing with Cade and Jay, like just these guys being able to play together, building that camaraderie, the chemistry, and the consistency. That alone, I think, is going to take Asar and the team to new heights. Because Asar, in my opinion, is the backbone of the defense.
I feel that.
He covers up so many mistakes.
He does.
So many mistakes.
He does.
He's ridiculous. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, man. Anything else you got for me? Anything you got for me?
I don't know anything about no questions. It's been kind of a long day for me. I'm in a transitional phase, so I'm like, I ain't even thinking about no questions or nothing like that, though.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Ryan says Holland is the breakout player. I can see that too. I can see that too. I think because last year, coming in as a rookie, you probably want to put too much on a rookie's plate. Just give him a few things to really hone in on while he's on the court and go from there. But I think now he showed me a lot in Summer League. And I know it's Summer League, the talent level is different, but just his ability to be able to handle the ball the way he can and to be able to his processing speed is a lot better than I thought. He makes good decisions with the basketball more times than not. We saw him making a lot of plays, lobs and just making the right read, coming off the screens and getting out in transition with he does a lot of things well. Lot of things well at 20. At 20, he just turned 20. So this dude,
nothing.
He can't even drink yet, bro. So his future is extremely bright, bro. I'm looking forward to seeing that for sure. William, go ahead.
I think the reason, us just saying who's going to be the breakout player, that alone will give us high hopes. So that's the whole team is still improving. So that alone, we already know they're going to get external growth.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's all about the core.
No,
it's all about the core. Trajan Landon has said that over and over and over again. We're building around the core. We were leaving this core. He said that over and over again. So that's why it's no surprise to us that we're not seeing, even though we're seeing these rumors, we're not seeing any fire behind the smoke. It's just smoke. It's just noise at this point, right? And I think that's something that we can really hang our hat on, looking around the league, how the teams that are successful are building these teams the same way. You're not going to win with a three-headed monster anymore and a bunch of mid-level exception guys. The league has changed. The days of the Heat, all that's over. That's over. So 100%, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the team does next year. Anything else you got, bro?
How you feel about Cam Thompson?
Cam Thomas, I don't see that happening.
I don't either, but I still like it.
I don't see it. I don't think nothing against him. He's a bucket. But I'm big on two-way players.
No, I feel it.
I am big on two-way guys, bro. I'm not saying he can't play defense. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah,
you could say maybe a situation in Brooklyn. Who knows? But I feel like whenever you're in the court, it doesn't matter. You're in the court, you got to respect the game, and you got to bring it on both ends of the court. Period. And I didn't see that really from him. I'm not doubting his offensive ability. He can score whenever he wants, but the willingness to do it. I look at a guy like Jaden Ivey who has a lot of room to grow. We never seen him taking plays off defensively. He may have made some mistakes defensively, but he never took a play off.
Yeah.
So if you have that foundation to build on, I'd rather have that. So it sounds sexy. It sounds fun. It's the off season. We be bored.
Yeah.
Right. It's cool to throw names around. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Me either. But I still want him just because it's a valuable player. So I still want to get depth and stuff like that. That's why I look at it more so. But
yeah, okay.
I don't see him.
Okay.
He's not taking over Ivy's spot or nothing like that. But if he's another player we can get when, knock on wood, injuries don't happen.
Right. Right.
That's only.
And who knows? If you can get it for cheap, that's the thing. I'm hearing he wants a bigger contract. That's why he hasn't been signed yet. So it's like, if he's looking for more, I don't see how you get that here. So it's just like
doing that.
Trajan ain't doing that, bro. He's not built like that. He's not trying to build his team like that. So yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, good question. Also, all right, bro. It's been fun having you on, man. You said
now
what?
You got me thinking.
What you got? Yeah, what you got?
No, I want to talk about the Beasley situation a little bit.
Okay.
It's gonna sound harsh talking about him though, But I mean, it is what it is.
It sucks, man.
Yeah, like I want to come back. I got a feeling he might still come back if he's in the league because it's like he loved Detroit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like he was an immature player, and I'm not saying it to like not to.
I know what you mean.
Be harsh or anything. It's just he's an immature person. We all got people who's like, man, you childish, but it's cool. You are dude.
Yeah.
But I feel like him being gone, like he did bring the fun. I heard Perkins talk about this on the pod. He talked about some player. I forgot who it was. He said they brought the fun. But then when someone else came along, they learned how to like win. And I feel like Duncan Robinson, Tyrese Levert, they're gonna bring a more mature. They still got the fun that's going on.
It's a great point, bro.
We about to really turn up. Like I can see it. I can just see it. And the East is so weak. Like I said, I don't believe in none of these teams. I feel like if the Orlando's and the Pistons kind of throw the cast, but they so wishy-washy. It's their conference, the win or lose.
Right.
And I feel like Pistons got the edge because the way Pablo play. Like he's
I
still
agree.
explosive. You know what I mean?
You made a good point about Beasley. Beasley's like that sly little brother that's always just getting involved in this. You love him. You love him to death. I'm a little brother too, so I know. I was the same way.
Yeah.
So like these guys are still human. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's still the same. Just because we don't see it, don't mean it's not the same. So, but you made a great point about having vets like Duncan Robinson, who's been to 2 finals.
Yeah.
Right. It's no shame in losing to Jokic and LeBron in the finals, but he's been there. And these guys, I think he could be very valuable as far as just bringing that experience as they get deeper into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Different situations, different environment, different vibe, different everything. So having a guy like that on the squad who can also space the floor for a guy like Cade and J.I., like, absolutely. I'm not saying he's going to do what Beasley did last year. I don't think Beasley's going to do whenever Beasley wouldn't do this year what he did last year.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was an anomaly. He had an incredible season, but asking him to replicate that, come on, bro.
Yeah.
So if Duncan can give us 80% of that, that's a win.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So 100%, bro.
I'm gonna miss Bees. I ain't gonna lie. Everything.
I am too, man. I am too. And hopefully for him on a personal level that he's able to get past this and it's not anything that's serious to where he's out of the league.
Yeah.
And he can still play and have a career and be able to take care of his family and all that stuff. So yeah.
Like
100%.
I've kind of met a basketball player, Greg Oldham. He's out here. He talked about mental health and it was like, man, people don't think about that type of stuff.
Right.
It made me change my perspective on really just talking about players. Even like I talk about Cat being soft all the time. I need to stop doing that. You know what I mean? Like, dang, he's still a person. I can't be.
I mean, it's cool. It's basketball stuff. It's just basketball. You can talk about that.
Still, it's like, dang, you got to be more considerate of the way you're talking about people.
That's true.
I mean?
No, that is true.
So
they're still human beings.
Yeah.
We only see them on the court in the locker room before and after the game, but they're still people. They still have feelings.
Just big people.
100%, just bigger. That's all. Yeah. Bigger people, bigger emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way. So, yeah, man. Well, listen, bro, it's been great having you on, man. As always, you're welcome anytime. You always bring good perspective and things like that. So, great to have you here, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, though.
Absolutely, bro. Have a good one, man.
Peace.
Peace. All right, guys. We are going to get to our final guest for tonight. Welcome, Ross. The Rock never stops. Just another Ross on Twitter. What's going on, my bro? Finally get a chance to meet up with you, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I was actually about to go live today, and then I saw your message. I was like, oh, say less. Say less,
Yeah, I've been watching your content, man. Yeah, for sure.
Bro, I'm impressed with just your ability to be live this whole time because I know how much energy it takes to be on for like an hour and change, you know what I mean? Like talking, folks be putting in the comments, they want to keep going. It's like, bro,
yeah,
hour and 20 minutes. I got like 5 minutes left for you.
My guy, bro. Yeah, it's a task, man. Like I have a moderator sometimes, so they kind of keep track of the comments I don't have on the night. So I'm kind of just free balling and trying to do everything at one time and keep my thoughts together. You know how it is, bro. You know how it is.
Bro, you be trying to read while you talking. Gotta remember what you was talking about before you read that comment, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
But look, we do it because we love the Pistons, right?
Bro. And
right?
It's just good ass basketball, man. It's
Facts.
like I think for me it's like I've always loved the game. Like I was good at every sport. Like I was one of those kids who could play everything. I could do golf, I could do soccer, I could do badminton, I can do, croquet, I can do anything, bro. I can do anything. But then when I played ball, everything else just like, oh, that's it. You know what I mean? But I would say I've always been in love with the game and I respected those who respected the game.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And I was listening to the point that you made about Cam Thomas. Mm-hmm. And Cam Thomas is one of those dudes, that I respect because he's a bucket.
Yeah.
And to be a bucket is not no small thing. You know, my undergrad was in kinesiology, and so we learn about like your body's kinesthetic intelligence and ability to move and control your, motor mechanics and skills. And, people just think, oh, you just shoot the ball. It's like, nah, man, there's so many things that go into it.
Right.
But be a bucket, man, the synergy that your body has to move with to where you're not thinking about 90% of the things that everyone else is thinking about.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You take a bump, you're already feeling into your next move.
Mm-hmm.
You get a challenge in your face, you're already looking through the fingertips to the front of the rim. You're already thinking about the ball hitting the back of the net. It's like you're already like it's like how your mind processes for those who are a bucket. And so
right.
I appreciate him as a talent, but I also appreciate the game and what it means to win in this league. I've been watching basketball like intently, probably since, Jordan and Magic in the finals.
How old are you, bro?
41.
Okay, so you remember. Okay, go ahead.
Time on me. I got some time on me, what I mean? And when you watch the game, so funny enough, when I first seen that series, the first thing that came into my mind was I wanted to be the next Pat Riley. I didn't want to be the next Jordan. I didn't want to be the next Magic. I wanted to be a coach. And so my mind always processed as a coach. And so when I watch the game, I'm always thinking about like, man, why does a coach do this versus this? Why do they sub in this guy at this moment? And so it's like when I'm watching the game and I see a talent like a Cam Thomas, I'm like, I understand what his value is at the highest peak moment. He's your Benedict Mathurin in the finals where you put him out there for about 2 minutes and you go, if he makes his first basket,
let him go.
Let him go.
Yep.
But if he misses that thing, you got to pull him out.
Got to pull him in. Yep.
Because he's not going to give you the defense. He's not going to give you rebounding. He's not going to play and make for others. Like,
right.
He's kind of a one-trick pony, but he's great at that one trick.
Yep.
He can get you 20-something in the NBA Finals.
Right.
And so when people think about making all these moves, I'm like, well, where does he fit? Mm-hmm. Where does he fit in regards to this roster's makeup? Mm-hmm. Because he's not going to give you Jaden Ivey's playmaking, facilitating, defense, rebounding, right? Getting out in transition, right? He doesn't have the same type of gravity. He really does need the ball in his hands, right? And so you're going to take the ball out of Cade's hands?
Right. Exactly.
You're going to take it out of Asar's hands? Duran's? Like, So when you really look at the pecking order of things, if Cam Thomas is going to be number 9, number 10 on your depth chart, is he really worth your mid-level exception? And so it's like, that's how I think based upon how you're going to play and scheme to win.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So like, sometimes I hear some of these suggestions, I'm just like, like, come on, bro.
100%.
It ain't,
I totally agree, bro. And it's like, think about the Pistons calling card was what? Like points off turnovers. Yeah. Breaking turnovers, getting out transition. How does he help you do that?
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how does he help you do that? You think about how many two-way players we have on this team. And I'm not saying everybody's got to be a great two-way player, right? But how does he contribute to your identity?
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Just that, but like, how are you going to play off of the superstar?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we ain't taking the ball out of Cade's hand to get to Cam. Like, Cam, hey, you're a bucket. I appreciate it. But if Cade is getting 35 minutes, bro.
Right.
I need you to do other things.
Mm-hmm.
And if we need to generate turnovers, if we need guys who could play off of him, how do you play off of him?
Mm-hmm.
Because you ain't him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you ain't nowhere near him, So, but this has been an exciting offseason, man. I'm definitely glad that y'all challenged me on Dennis Jenkins. Because after doing a deep dive, I didn't know he had bounce like that. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Like, I was like, okay, he kind of springy out there. You feel me? Like, he out there bouncing. And I was like, all right, I could see it.
Yeah, man.
I could see it. You know what I mean? Damn, because I was holding out for my man Marcus Sasser, man. I was holding out because I think
But here's the thing. Like, I want to make sure I make this clear to everybody. I think you understand where I'm coming from. Mm-hmm. But for everybody who's watching, you mentioned Cam Thomas being a bucket. Marcus Sasser is a bucket.
It's a bucket.
You know what I'm saying? Extremely talented. I'm just listening to what Trajan Langdon is saying as far as how he wants to build this team. And we keep hearing him say, I want optionality, I want defensive versatility, and I want size. And I'm like, how does Sass fit in that? And you look at him adding Duncan Robinson, 6'7", Karis LeVert, 6'5", like, you know what I'm saying? Like guys who can guard multiple spots. Yeah. And Sass doesn't really. So adding on to the fact that Sass isn't a great point guard, I'm like, how does he fit here? Not taking anything away from him offensively, but how does he fit based off of Trajan's words? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are your thoughts on that, bro?
Okay, so here's the thing I was thinking about that. Who works better in that bench unit? Because if I got Karis LeVert with the ball, and he needs the ball in his hands to be maximally effective.
Yes.
I don't necessarily need a facilitator.
Right.
I need a shooter.
Right. Okay.
I need a point of attack defender. I need someone who literally I can move off the ball and his catch and shoot looks so pure that it draws that defender out. Dennis Jenkins' jumper, especially his 3-ball, it reminds me a lot of Monte Ellis, where he gets a lot of elevation on that shot. And generally, shooters who have a lot of elevation don't have the best consistency.
That's true.
The best shooters out there, many times, they have such coordination within their base, the balance, being able to get their legs underneath them, set. They only jump maybe like this high off the ground.
Right.
Jenkins is jumping like.
Yeah, he gets elevation on his jumper, bro. Yeah.
Elevation. So I'm like, are you really a shooter? Are you really a shooter? Can you knock down shots? I'm sure he can.
Right.
Are you a shooter, though?
Right.
Are you somebody that if Karis LeVert is bringing the ball up, or think about it this way, you're going to be staggering a lot of the starters' minutes. So if Asar Thompson is playing point forward, if Jaden Ivey is also facilitating, if Cade is in the game, right? Even if Duren is facilitating at the top of the key, running dribble handoffs, how much facilitation is really available? Because Dennis Schroeder's role is not going to be here next year. Right. Right? He was important because we had no Ivy. Right? Ours conditioning wasn't there from the blood clots. That's why that position was there and it was necessary.
Exactly.
That's not going to be the case this year.
Exactly.
So if you got Cade, Ivy, Asar, Duren, Karis LeVert, do you need another facilitator? And so that's where I'm kind of looking at. But I do like thinking of Dennis Jenkins. Just have him as, number 12 on the bench.
Yeah, you're right.
Have
him on the roster
for the G League. He's just too good.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, but, I think that's key. We talked about it a little bit earlier as far as Dennis Jenkins, just having that guy when your guys are out of rhythm, or when your guys are in foul trouble, or when your offense is just stuck in the mud, or when you have injuries, right? Just having a guy like him who you can trust with the ball in your hands to keep the shape moving. Yeah. Right? Just to keep things moving. That's why I think he'll be good for this team. Not playing 25 minutes a game, right? Because we're pretty wing heavy, pretty guard heavy. Got facilitators, all that, like you mentioned. But having a guy who is ready, he's always ready, and you trust the ball. He's a floor general. He makes the right plays. He's got a great assist turnover ratio. I think he had like 3 or 4 turnovers in 4 games in summer league. So it's like you trust him.
That was impressive, bro. That was impressive.
Yeah.
People don't understand. Like I watch. I watched some of this 1v1 basketball, and people really think that all basketball is the same. They think if you can do 1v1, that translates to, you can get a bucket. This is why Michael Beasley struggled. As much as we love him, the game is far more contextualized to being able to work together within a scheme to maximize your potential as a collective unit. Than it is your one-on-one ability. And so when we're thinking about this game, it's like, what combination of players can I really piece together? Right. How can I really make this work with this lineup? And that's why sometimes I give coaches a lot of grace. Yes. A lot of grace. Yeah. Because you got to know personalities, bro. You got to know who likes who and who doesn't. Yeah, bro. There's some dudes who just don't like somebody else and will look them off every time. Yes, facts. And they on the same team. Yep. You know what I mean? A coach knows that. And they're like, and the commentators, they need to get in so-and-so. But you're like, I can't tell the media he don't like him. They almost got into a fight last week. He talking about his mama. You know what I mean? Like, I can't put him in there to run this. And he ain't going to pass. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's so many levels to how you maneuver and trying to collaborate with these individuals to get the buy-in to say, let's play this scheme. Let's play it together so that we have a chance to win. You know what I mean?
100%.
But all in all, I love this team. I love their makeup. I love their character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seeing Cade as just a young leader, that's rare, bro.
For sure.
That's rare, man. To be that, you have these leadership things figured out already. It's stuff that Jason Tatum is still figuring out.
Yes.
You know, Jaylen Brown, Karl-Anthony Towns is never really figured out. You know what I mean? It's like, it's rare. You're like, Luka Doncic doesn't have these things figured out, right? It's like he might be talented, but your teammates know if you got a work ethic.
Exactly.
Your teammates know if you're going to, you know, help them out on defense, or you just waiting to get the ball back so you can shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I want to shoot too.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to defer to you, but, I just got to clean up behind you. I just got to play okay, I got to cover your man and mine, and then when I help your man and my man scores, I'm going to get blamed. But I can't say, you know, it's like, so this
chemistry.
This is a rare makeup of players, man. We have something special. I think this team can, like you said, 3rd seed. I could see 6th seed also, because I think that Orlando's going to be legit.
For sure.
I think they're going to be legit. They are, like, I put Paolo Banchero, I tweeted about it, that there's a real conversation we got to have between Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham, and Paolo Banchero. I think that is the future for at least the American basketball. You know, like Wemby is going to be Wemby. You know what I mean? Luka is Luka, but Luka's kind of on this weird island.
He got some things to work out. Yep.
Yeah. You know, he's there, but he's not there.
Right.
You know, he's not trying to be a superstar. He's like, hey, you know, I'm having fun.
Right. Not that leader.
Those three.
Yeah. I like that.
Bro.
Yeah. I think the fact that Paolo's been hurt has made, which we've experienced as Pistons fans with some of our guys.
We know the difference.
Speaking of which, you are, like me, high on Jaden Ivey.
Bro.
And I know. Bro,
he's built
the slander that this man has gotten for just not being available. I still don't understand it. I still don't know why people are ready to jump ship on Jaden Ivey.
Because they don't.
I keep hearing this lazy, real quick. I keep hearing this lazy argument, bro. I'm sorry. I just keep hearing this lazy argument. As soon as Jaden went down, the Pistons took off. Like, that is so lazy. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, bro. Speak your piece, man. Speak your piece on it, bro.
I'm right there with you, bro. I'm like, what are we talking about? The guy who hit 2 game winners, and we were all saying he's ready to break out, right? All of a sudden, we forgot in like 2.5 months' time. Like 2.5 months, bro. Like, what are we coming to? Like, you forgot that quick. But you know what? I love saving all the receipts, bro.
Yes.
Ain't nothing like being able to say I told you so. Ain't you know, and saying it without even having to say it. Be like, oh, so what happened to you sure you don't want to trade him for Cam Thomas? When we no? Oh, for real. Oh, okay. I got you. You know what I mean? Yo, the boy is built like that.
Yeah.
He's
100%. 100%, bro.
There are a few guys in the league who love the grind. I often used to coach and tell my guys, you have to fall in love with the process of becoming.
Yes.
You have to fall in love with the process of becoming great.
Yep.
But those guys who do, it's not hard when you already have the physical intangibles.
Thank you.
Because
if
you've got a 40-inch vertical.
Right.
You can't improve. TJ McConnell will never be able to run and jump like Jaden Ivey.
Right. As hard as he works.
He's giving it his best.
Right.
He's never going to get there before he does.
And then on the flip side, you have guys who have the measurables and the natural God-given ability, but they don't have this. But when you hear guys who, I know he's gone, long gone now, but hear guys like Monty Williams saying, we should have changed Jaden Ivey's home address to the practice facility because he's here more than he's there.
Bro.
He's got it all.
Bro, it's one of those things where it's like when you get it, when it clicks, that all I have to do is dedicate myself to this.
Right.
And I'm going to be great.
Right.
That is the only obstacle.
Yep.
And something I was even going to bring up along the lines of falling in love with the process of becoming great. Mm-hmm. Great players also know themselves.
Very true.
they develop a system around who they are so that they can maximize their opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
They know their weaknesses. They come in humble, recognizing that, yeah, I have to improve here, but I also don't let that detract from I'm still damn good over here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'll be the first one because the season before last, I was on Jaden Ivey's top.
Yeah.
I was out there. I was like, man, this dude is dribbling the ball off his foot.
Yeah.
Where do you see that?
He was struggling.
You know what I mean? Like, you were struggling, bro.
Yep.
But then I had to step back, reorient myself like I'm doing with Dennis Jenkins.
Okay.
And I'm saying to myself, okay, he doesn't have that high level processing that you would want from a primary facilitator, ball handler, point guard at all.
Right.
He just doesn't. But if you shift him off ball,
yep,
and you don't ask him to do that anymore,
mm-hmm,
he becomes an incredible talent.
100%.
An incredible. And that's why I love how this roster is structured, because when you look at Asar Thompson as a point forward type who's used to playing with another extreme talent, his brother.
Right.
Right. And then now he's someone who's very unselfish, plays extremely unselfish. I've unconsciously been seeing him as a LeBron type. Freakish athlete, but extremely unselfish.
Yes,
which is rare. It's rare because most of the time those guys, they just want to dunk on you. They
Great
just
point.
Wanna, they're kind of really like self-absorbed, but that's because many times everything is structured around them.
Yep.
But he comes in with this selflessness that's like, yo, I just want to be a part of this. And I want to be able to help us win. Yeah, I'm going to dunk on guys, but I don't mind kicking the ball out.
He loves to pass the ball, bro.
And
he's very unselfish.
That mindset too. So now when you got two,
thank you,
Ivy all of a sudden now has opportunity to be maximized.
Yep.
Because
bro, think about
the guys will find him.
Think about how, and we just heard an executive say it. Think about how useful he would have been last year in the playoffs when they were doubling, tripling Cade every opportunity down the court. Think about when Cade's turnovers. People were complaining he got 10 turnovers a game. He got 10 turnovers a game. That corresponded with the time when he wasn't available. And before Schroeder got here. When you got Cade playing 43 minutes a game, his usage is through the roof. His minutes through the roof. He's trying to be a two-way player. What do you expect?
Yep.
When you have a guy who loves to get downhill off the catch, you cannot double team. That's a death wish. Because he is able to, because he's able to make the right pass out of that, off the catch. When he gets downhill, come on, and that's exactly what you said. Being the secondary ball, I got killed for comparing him to Jalen Williams in some ways.
Yeah.
You don't want Jalen Williams being your point of attack guy.
No.
But as a secondary guy, he's great.
I wouldn't compare him to Jalen Williams because I don't think Jalen Williams can shoot nearly as good as Ivy can.
I agree.
I don't think Jalen Williams, J-Dub, I don't think he'll ever have shooting 40% from the three-point line. I don't think that's in the future for him. I think he'll be fine, but he's just not that.
Yes.
Jaden Ivey shooting 40% from the three-point line while having the explosiveness to take one dribble and already be dunking at the rim.
Yes.
I don't know if we've ever seen. We probably have. I've compared Ivy to Ray Allen because Ray Allen was the only off guard I've ever seen with that level of athleticism.
Okay.
An ability to get to the rim and the shooting.
Right.
Range.
Right. Chat, he's not saying he's going to be Ray Allen as a shooter. He's not just, I got to do that. I got to do that.
Yeah. But you know what? His game, his style, I think if Ivy can shift more into that off-ball score.
Yeah.
And say, I'm going to master playing off the ball.
Yep.
I think that creates an opportunity for him to really elevate himself by mitigating the areas where he's not as strong. And if I'm honest with you, I don't know if he can ever gain that processing ability. It's like almost like a Russell Westbrook. It's like, yeah, he can improve it, but he'll never be the guy in the playoffs you really want dealing with traps and doubles and reading schemes and all.
Yes.
Like, that's not who we ever really want you to be. And if we're depending upon you to do that, it's going to put a ceiling on what we can do.
But we have Cade, so we're good.
But we have Cade.
Mm-hmm.
And if Ivy masters moving off ball, seeing guys, okay, the double's coming. Okay, let me backdoor. Let me, drop to this corner here. Let me call for this screen. If he does that, what he opens up for the Pistons.
Absolutely. They're
Bro,
unpredictable. They're
Bro.
unpredictable at that point.
Bro.
I mean, you look at the Thunder.
Yo.
You look at Shea and Jalen Williams. It's a lot of similar things there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When you put these guys in their best position to be successful, which is exactly what JB Bickerstaff does, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Every player outside of Marcus Sasser, shout out to Sass, and Simone Fontecchio had a great year.
Great year.
You go up and down the roster.
Great year.
Cade, All-NBA player, first time. All-Star, first time. Jaden Ivey, career year. Asar Thompson,
I have a
resurgent
question for
season.
you.
Go ahead. What you got? What you got?
What do you think is a bigger jump?
Okay.
Going from a role player to a potential, let's say, fringe all-star, or going from fringe all-star or all-star to an MVP level? What do you think is the bigger jump?
From role player to French All-Star?
Yeah.
Or French All-Star to All-Star? Is that what you're saying?
No, all-star to MVP.
Which is harder? Or which are you saying which is harder, which is more
which is
impactful? Which is harder?
Yeah.
That's tough to say. I think a lot of it just depends on situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of it depends on opportunity. A lot of it depends on who you have around you. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about Cade, he's an all-star for the first time because he has a supporting cast that's going to put him in a position to be successful. So I think it kind of depends. What's your thought on that? What do you think?
This is why I'm considering this.
Okay.
Because the jump that I see potentially for Cade Cunningham is that level of a jump.
Okay.
All-star to MVP candidate.
Right. I see that too.
I think once he figures out not just his bag, but how to get that high efficiency shot every single time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He becomes this high efficient player, which is the Nikola Jokic, the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Right. For sure.
Those guys, they know exactly what they're going to. They know exactly how to get this shot versus this shot. It's the same foul call the ref is making almost with their eyes closed.
Right.
Looking for the hand that brushes on the elbow, hitting the wrist, because it's the same shot.
Bread and butter.
Over and over.
Yep.
With Cade, I think he's barely scratching that surface of, I'm a premeditated attacker.
Right.
I already know what the scheme is going to be, who I'm going up against. I see what's going on around here. Okay, you're coming from this side. Got you. I'm going to this. And when he gets that switched on, and that to me is one of the hardest things, because you still got to remember facilitating my teammate. Everyone else needs the ball, rebound, defense, scheme. But to hold in your mind what's taking place around you so you can maximize your ability to efficiently score for your team and put them where they need to be at any given moment.
Right.
If we haven't scored on 3 straight possessions, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to get us 2 in a row.
Right.
Right. Okay. We're on a run, but they're trying to come back. I got to stop their run. Hold on. Give me the ball. Right. Like that's how the great ones think. You know what I mean? It's
right.
Like
for sure.
Melo, T-Mac, Jordan, Kobe. They were conscious of the flow of the game. And so they're getting everyone else eating because they're like, yeah, because I know when I'm going to turn it on.
Right.
I'm going to close out the half, which we struggled with a lot of times, closing out halves and quarters, right? Coming out in the second half, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Being able to say, okay, this is my moment. It's not anyone else's moment.
100%. 100%.
Exactly what I'm going to. When he gets that, I don't know what you do with the Pistons at that point.
Yeah. And honestly, bro, I think you're right. And I think I understand the impatience because fans want K to be MVP as a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But you think about the guys you mentioned. Like, let's take Shea, for example. This was his 6th year with the Thunder.
Yeah.
And he finally had all his guys healthy. Chet, healthy. Jalen Williams, healthy. That's how many times do you see Shea getting doubled in the finals?
Bro.
See what I'm saying? Like, so you are 100% correct. I just think it's important for fans to take into account having weapons around you to not allow them to be able to double or just focus, have 8 eyes on one guy defensively. And then just having the experience of being in the playoffs like Shea did last year when he got bounced by Luka. Like, these things happen. It's steps. It's steps. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that Cade has not had up until a little bit last year. Yes. And even last year, he didn't have a fully staffed all of his guns with him. That's why you saw him reacting and doing things and getting doubled when he has his full artillery, bro, and he has experience to be able to grow with the same guys, the same core guys like Shea has now had, we're going to see that happen. But I think you're 100% right.
People don't actually remember SGA's first playoff appearance. He had Chris Paul, Dennis Schroeder. He was actually, I'm not going to say he was trash, but he struggled, bro. He struggled.
Yep.
When you understand that there are steps to these,
yes, that
you cannot replicate playoff level intensity, defense, refereeing, opportunities. You cannot just simulate that in a training camp, in a practice. You really have to get there to feel it. And I think that seeing Cade figure certain things out and even fail. So like my background is also in psychology. That was my master's work.
Okay.
Right.
Shout out to the master's degree.
Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, brothers out here educating.
I see you.
You know, one thing that I learned about the brain is that the brain actually learns more through failure than it does success.
Yeah.
And when we understand that the more that you allow yourself to step into a space where it's going to have to learn, especially when you're going to struggle, means that you allow yourself to learn the limitations on yourself that gives you a clear depiction of where you have an opportunity for growth. And it becomes clear because you failed.
Right.
Many times, a lot of these athletes, they have so much success for so long that when they get to the bright lights, they're not prepared for the failure.
Right.
They're not prepared for people to be like, hey, defensively, you suck. And your offense can't make up for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey,
yeah.
You're a kind of a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This level. And it's like you've never had to deal with that type of a narrative from observing you play because there's no other stage like the NBA stage.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And so watching this team grow and then more than anything, watching how they respond.
100%.
That to me has been another indicator of just how good this team is going to be because he struggled. He struggled.
Early. Yeah.
First half.
For sure.
God, we was like, I kept telling people like, look, he's only 21. He's only 21. He's only 21.
I know. Fans already trade him, bro.
Here, bro.
Right.
Get him out of here.
And I'm like, for what though?
Yeah.
On a rookie deal? What you gonna get for him?
They wanted to trade him for Vucevic.
Nick Claxton? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like,
bro, what are we talking about?
Yes, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
That was wild, bro. I could not believe it was all between the ears for him, bro. It was all just like you mentioned with Jaden, just having the natural ability. Jalen Duren he's always had the natural ability, bro. It was just for him, just what do I need to be for this team?
Yes.
Yeah, I can do all these things offensively. Not consistently yet, but I can do them. Yeah. But what do we need you to do? What is the biggest need we need right now? We needed you to be an interior presence on the defensive side of the ball. That was it. Be opportunistic on the other end. He wanted to show his little dream shake and his little fadeaway early. And you saw when he wasn't getting the ball, he wasn't giving the same effort defensively. But when he locked in to be the guy that we need him to be, maybe just shrink a little bit, which we know you can do all this, but we need you to do this right now. When he did that, he became a totally different player.
Bro,
go ahead.
I'm going to give you this.
Yeah.
Some guys don't understand what it means to be the man.
Right.
They have no idea. I used to coach basketball for like 15 years, coached at a JUCO, worked with a lot of athletes and development and all these different things.
Right.
One of the things that's a huge leap, is how much conditioning that goes into just going to that next level. How much conditioning. And one of the baselines I give people is try to do 30 liners in 30 minutes. Try to do that free throw, baseline, half-court baseline, opposite free throw, baseline. You're not stopping.
Right.
You go right back.
Yeah, we call those suicides, yeah.
Yeah, suicides,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
Suicides.
Yeah.
Try to do 30 in 30 minutes.
Right. It's easy at first.
Oh yeah. The first 6 or 7.
Yep.
You're gonna be feeling good. All right, yeah.
And it's gonna hit you like that.
When you get to 12,
yeah. Yep.
Bro.
100%.
keep in mind when it comes to the greats, those who have become the all-stars, those who become the perennial all-stars, those who become all NBA, bro, that's not even, they're so far removed from that. Their conditioning is like, how do I, under the most duress, get this shot off with 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter or overtime with the same consistency that I did in the first quarter of the season.
Yep.
I've been training my body, my muscles, my mechanics. I've been working on my durability. I'm working on little exercises to strengthen my hip flexors and my obliques. And so that this shot at this moment, when my team needs it the most, looks exactly like it did over there.
First quarter. Yep.
Right. And it's like that level of training. So when you're 21 years old, look, I'm going to be honest, bro. If I'm Jalen Duren at 21 years old and I can get in Angel Reese's DMs, bro, I'm probably going to be distracted and be in Angel Reese's DMs, bro. I'm going to be distracted. I may not have the best effort.
I'm dead.
You know
That's
what
hilarious.
I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's so
young mentality, bro. Young player. 100%.
I get it. But then that's also the difference between the one that's single and the one that's got a wife and kids.
Yeah. 100%.
Because now I got somebody who's holding me accountable, even just because they're there by proximity.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Isaiah Stewart talking about, I got to make sure when I go home, the woman that I look in her eyes, she knows I gave everything I had this court for our family. I'm playing up the every single day because they sacrifice like a mug for me.
Yeah. Ain't got to say a word to you either.
Bro.
Yep.
I'm missing birthdays. I can't drop off.
Great
I can't
point.
Get them at night. Like you're handling all. I have accountability. Right?
Can't be for nothing.
Bro. And so when they're growing like this, I love that you brought up, I think it was on the last interview, we was talking about Duncan Robinson and Karis LeVert and how they go from, okay, we're having fun and we're playing around to now it's time to win.
Right.
Bro, what's understood doesn't need to be said.
Don't mean to playing 100%.
Those dudes are in the locker room. Yeah, you're supposed to be here at 7 o'clock for 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock practice.
Right.
Yeah, you're supposed to be. It ain't even high fives because you're in the trainer room, early 2-3 hours. It's like, yeah, of course, because we're trying to win. Like, what else are we supposed to do? We know why we're here.
If you early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late,
bro. And all the work that you have to put in, the attention to detail, you have to know yourself so well that you create a routine, which is why a lot of NBA players struggle on the road. Because they're like, bro, like I need to be in my routine.
Yes.
And it takes a while to develop that routine.
It does. It does.
Because you have 100%. To know your role. You have to know, what you're doing well, what the team is asking of you in this type of scheme or whatnot, or what's going on around you. But once you know, bro.
Yeah. Once you get into your rhythm, everything changes. 100%. Bro, yeah. And that takes time. Like you said, bro, it takes time traveling city to city, bro. It's like I used to travel a little bit as a musician, but I wasn't traveling every other night, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like we gotta remember these guys are still human. We understand they're getting paid millions of dollars, but still mentally, man, it takes time to get to that level of understanding and consistency. Bro, it's not good to do it just. I'll never forget this. This is getting a little off track, but I remember when the Pistons were being celebrated at either I think it was a Palace back then. They're being celebrated, and Ben was in the game. Ben was in the building. She was in the building. And Andre Drummond went off for like 20 and 20. And he said to Ben after the game, "Hey, that was for you." You know what Ben said? "Great. Now go do it again and again and again." And Jerry was kind of like, "All right." Yeah, but that, it's like it's a mentality. It's like, okay, you want a cookie? Like, of course, that was great game, but this is who I am. It's not just what I do. And I think that was a difference. Yes, that's what it takes.
What it takes to stick in this league.
Yep.
People forget, Ben is coming out of what was it? A Virginia Commonwealth.
Virginia Union.
Yeah, Virginia Union. Like he's coming the long route.
Yes.
And then he gets his break. I don't have to be Defensive Player of the Year once or twice. I'd be Defensive Player of the Year every single time out. Because the moment he slipped a little bit on defense,
right.
And he understood that.
Yes.
He understood that. And I think that is the difference and what it takes in terms of maturity.
Yes.
Understanding what it means to win at this level.
Yep.
Like this is not the NCAA. This is not G League, which is why like when people were first saying like, oh man, you know, Dennis could potentially be our primary backup. I was like, oh, so that he's talented. He's good.
Yeah.
But what you have to learn just through reps.
Right.
You know, you can't plan for TJ McConnell to bust your ass until TJ McConnell busts your ass.
Right. Yeah.
And
that's
then you
facts.
get it. And it's like,
facts.
oh, this is who I get how he's going to be coming in. Right? You're not going to see that in the G League.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you have to literally experience it. When you have a playoff level team, what you're expected to understand and know, you just are going to have to wait to get the opportunities, to get the reps, you know, to get the exposure so you can hopefully kind of learn fast enough to break through. But to be the primary. Right. To be the primary means that if you go out, if Cade goes out, you go in. That's
right.
what primary means.
That's right.
If you're the 6th, 7th, 8th guy on the bench, you are literally next up positionally. So that's why I'm like, all right, if Dennis, he looks talented, but he's still number 10, 11, 12. And that's if we have a good roster. Right. If he's 7, 8, 9, something's gone wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something's gone wrong because no matter how talented he is, his learning curve makes him vulnerable where teams are going to put him in positions he's never been in before, and they're going to eat because he's like figuring stuff out.
Yeah, on the fly. Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? And that's
in-game
nothing to do with
experience.
his talent.
Absolutely not. 100%.
You know?
It's a great point.
So I think that's why I can appreciate the Pistons having gone to the playoffs, faced a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? Gave them all they could handle. Right. And then we're able to step away, recognizing like not only did we give them all they could handle, but we saw guys step up. Right. Duran elevated.
For sure.
Asar elevated.
For sure.
You know, like that level of confidence tells you, oh, if I can score and get buckets against OG Anunoby. Yeah. You know what I mean? Against Mitchell Robinson. Right. If I can grab 16 boards against, why can't I do that every night? You know what I mean? So these are the things that for me, even though I had them marked from 44 to 46 wins, I think a lot of people will say the East is down. I just think it seems like it's down because it doesn't have those top end teams that you're just like, oh, they're going to run away with.
Like pencil them in. Yeah. Yeah.
But this team is this Eastern Conference is so deep from 3 through like 10 or 11. Yeah. It's literally going to be like 4 games, 5 game difference.
I can see it.
You know, so I anticipate the Pistons having a good year, even if it doesn't mean that there's a big jump in win total. Because I think a lot of the teams are going to be 48, 47, 45, 44, you know, and they're right there. You can't really distinguish that much, you know, between them. But I think it's going to be a great season. I'm looking forward to training camp. God, I wish they could bring back real training camp. I don't know if you remember those back in the day. They used to
I don't know if I do.
They used to do real training camp where they would follow a team in their training camp. And so you get to see them, you know, practicing, scrimmaging. You get little sound bites from the coaches, assistants, players.
When was this?
When was this? I want to say it was a while ago. It was maybe like, damn, now I have to think. I'm like,
I don't remember that.
Man, I must have been, I'm trying to think of the team. Oh, shucks. I think maybe it was like Brooklyn was still hot back then, but it wasn't like the KD Kyrie. It was like the
Joe Johnson. Okay.
You know, Paul Pierce. It was like
KG.
Like
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and but it was like they like followed them throughout their training camp, and it allowed you to kind of see how things were evolving. Guys who are playing really well, what their lineups actually look like when you saw them put together a starting lineup.
Right.
Who was wearing the pennies, you know, or the scrimmage, you know,
yeah.
You know, and you get kind of like, okay, this is what the depth chart might be looking like. And then by the time preseason started, it was like, oh yeah, you kind of see this through line.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see.
It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a fun season, bro. I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait, man. Listen, bro, it's been great to have you on, man. We got to do this more often. I got to have you back on the show, man. Everybody, make sure y'all go follow Ross. What is your YouTube handle? I'll make sure I put a link in the description. But what's your YouTube handle? We can go check you out.
The Rock Never Stops.
The Rock never stops. I know some of you here are familiar with him. I know Devon and Sarah. A few people are in here already been checking you out. I've been checking you out, keeping up with you a little bit whenever I can. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all go check him out, man. He's got some really good content. Y'all can hear him tonight. He knows his game. He knows basketball. He knows the Pistons for sure.
Yes, sir.
And he knows the mentality of it, right? Which is the most important part. So 100%, man. It's been great having you on, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm definitely gonna have you back on in the future, man. And we're gonna chop it up some more.
For sure. Hey,
all right, bro. You too, bro. Have a good night, man.
All right.
Peace. What a great show, man. Awesome show, man. This has been a lot of fun, man. Having all the guests on and being able to chop it up with everybody and get so many different perspectives of the game, right? So we're going to do this again. If you guys enjoyed this, pretty much fan kickback is what I call it. Pistons kickback with Deuce. If you enjoyed it, make sure you guys let me know in the comments of this video when it drops. You can drop it here in the comment box. Let me know how you felt about this because we are looking to do this more often. It's always good to hear from you guys, not just through comments, but also through real interaction. Y'all know I love the face-to-face interaction. I'm thinking about doing this every Thursday night during the off season as we prepare for training camp, which isn't that far away, but got a little ways. And then we have the preseason, which starts on October 4th. But until then, we got a little bit of time to fill, right? Got about 2 months until that happens. So I'm thinking of doing this every Thursday night at 7:30. And this is a place where we can all come and fill the time. Kind of just chop it up, talk shop, Pistons and all that stuff and have some guests on, get some different perspectives. Whenever y'all get tired of hearing me, we can have other guests come on and kind of give their perspective. So if I get enough feedback in the comments, guys, we will make this a weekly thing. All right. At least until training camp. And then we'll kind of just go from there. But once again, we got to get enough feedback. We got to make sure that you guys are enjoying this content that we're putting out. Otherwise, what's the point? Right. So tap in down below and let me know, guys. And if we do, also let me know if you would like to be featured in a future episode, right? And we can make that happen. We can have you guys come on as well. So it's been great having you guys on. And Sports Time says, did you see Osara's cameo in Sabrina Ionescu's Nike commercial? I have not seen it. I've seen somebody post it earlier today, but have not seen that yet. That will be one of the topics for next show. We'll talk about that Sports Time, but I appreciate you bringing that out. But definitely, guys, been a great show, man. Looking forward to getting back with you guys. I will have some future content coming soon as far as my expectation for the Pistons for next season and a bunch of other stuff I'm going to be doing with Everything King and Eric Vincent and everybody else who's been on the show. Hopefully we can get Amari Sankofa on. He's hopefully going to be able to come into the show as well, get some insight into the Pistons from that angle. His behind the scenes look at everything as a beat writer. Shout out to him. And Bryce as well. We want to have Bryce as well. I'm trying to get as many guests and many people as we can. I'm not big on the competition thing. I really just like to share the love and have everybody who is a Pistons fan come on and let's just come together and be one big community. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, right? It's about the team. So let's make it about the team and keep it about the team. So enough from me, you guys. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to get out of this heat and get back into some AC. I'm currently in my garage right now. So it's been great, guys. Looking forward to getting with you guys again soon. And y'all know the drill, man. And especially today, on the 324th birthday of the Detroit versus everybody. Peace out, y'all. I'm out of here.
And when you knock me down, I'm getting back up. Cause when I step on the floor, you know your time's up. I'm on my way up and I'm not gonna stop. We headed straight to the top in the low. I gotta face it. I got no time to waste it.